everybody, Wall of Wiisdom here. We are back to check out Elite Slam Bam's Blizzard Brawler path, I should say, here in Skylanders SuperChargers. That said, before we do, I found the magical spot. I had to run around, I just barely got enough money. But I found the magical spot. If you hold B down here, bada bing. If you do it again, it's going to come up short. If you hold it down, it's going to terminate. But pretty much every other one, I can get to land on the ledge instead of the dummy or behind the dummy. So I thought that was cool. Pointless, yes. Cool, yes. So that's what I'm showing you. That said, the best thing about Skylanders SuperChargers is when you get Skylander Tutor ability, which allows you to switch upgrade paths. And that is what we are going to do. We're going to press the Y button here. And we're going to switch from Glacier Yeti to Blizzard Brawler. Further develop Slam Bam's close range combat skills. Again, if I had to guess, I would say this is probably what 80% of people were taken with Slam Bam back in SSA and Giants. Again, even for first come people with Slam Bam and Giants, a Series 2 experience, it's a situation where they were like, hey, check out his sweet armor, I'm going to do that. And so, you know, it was sort of styled. I mentioned that still today when I unboxed Skylanders. I'm like, ooh, you know, that looks more like this path. So, Blizzard Brawler it is. That's what we're going to showcase right now. And check this out. Brawler Combos, XX hold B for Ice Hammer, XX hold Y for spinning fists. Now, I mentioned earlier one of the things with the early combos, you know, like the XX hold X, is when you want to do it, a lot of times you don't. You wind up just throwing punch after punch after punch. Similarly, other times when you're just wanting to punch, 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 you wind up doing combo. You know, that's just how it works out. I've noticed it's a little bit more accurate on the Xbox One. You know, granted, SSA, Giants, etc. I was playing primarily on the Wii. Yeah, even before Wii U, believe it or not. But what we're going to do here, we're going to pick this up and showcase it. He does have the soul gem already, just because, you know, I can't really like justify totally resetting him, so we'll talk about it later. But that's why he looks swankier than usual anyway. So here we go, XXX, sort of an overhand ground pound, you know, if you will. And now XXB, that's the ice hammer, and if you note, it's literally a hammer. And then XXY is the spinning fist. So here we go. Ice hammer we'll do first. XXB. 200. Wow. So that should be 200 to 300. If we could land it, you'd think that hammer would have hit down. You know? Come on. I want to see the critical with my own eyes. Yes. Beautiful. So let me go ahead and enter this into our handy dandy spreadsheet here. Brawler combo. Ice hammer equals 200 to 300. And I'll tell you the best thing about this here in 1 second. Let's go ahead and get the spinning fist taken care of. 163, we only got one hit out of it. 245. That's disappointing. What's that? Jeez, that's lame. Seems like you should register 2 hits no matter what with this. Minimal, you know. But spinning fists. Sprinting, no, that's not a word. Spinning fists, 163 to 245. Half of 163 would be 81,580. Yeah, that would be correct. So, the best thing about this, with Slam Bam down Blizzard Brawler, he's not designed to be strategic, you know, to place ice prisons here and here to alienate, you know, the 2 tougher enemies from the weak ones and then come back and divide and conquer. Oh no. Slam Bam down Blizzard Brawler is designed to be like, enemies, let's kill them all and just rush in. He's that guy. He's that person in Minecraft that just always goes and rushes. And the thing with Slam Bam is he usually comes away victorious when he does that. So, but what I was saying, the great thing about that is now if you're over here just grinding buttons and you accidentally hit XXY or XXB, it's not a problem because you're going to do something great that you want to do. So, I wonder, no, I tried to jump and do the ice hammer, but it just doesn't work. So But like I'm saying, just button mashing. Now if you accidentally activate a combo, you're going to be just fine. So just for good measure, as you can see there, we still do the same damage with our standard combination, 188 to 282. So let's come in now and get our second upgrade down the Blizzard Brawler path. This is pretty cool. It's Ice Mace. Punch attacks do even more increased damage. 1760 is the price. We'll go ahead and grab that. I think the final is 2400, isn't it? Because if not, yeah. We're going to have 25 cents in our pocket. So let's go ahead and register this bad boy. 203, good lord. Jeez. Pay attention though whenever I swing. Like I don't have the armor. A lot of people always thought this back in the day. They're like, oh yeah, you get that armor at this point. No, he's got no armor, but yet when he punches, you're going to see like literally the mace. A lot of people called it like the Wolverine effect. And even then here... What? I had already hit that, I thought. Okay, well, we got plenty of money now. I'll take it. Not going to argue with that. So, 135. Let's see if we can get it. 203. Swing. Okay, that's awesome. So, 135 to 203. And then the combo, let's see what we're going to get with that. That is a significant increase. It's plus 20 again. So Yeti Fist 95, Ice Knuckles 115, Ice Mace 135. Overall from Yeti Fist, the base upgrade, or base attack, plus 40. Not too shabby. Let's go now, like I said, try to land the combo. 213, good grief. Was it 213? It was, right? Yeah. Alright, so half of 213 is going to be 106.5, so we'll call that 107. That's going to be 320. I've got to see it. I want to see the 320. Show us the 320 game. Impress the viewers. Encourage people to buy Superchargers. And Elite Slam Bam. Come on. Come on. I know there's a 320 out there. Come on. Get crits the rest of the time. Save them for the combo. Oh, jeez. I just want to see it. It's going to be phenomenal. There it was, finally. So the combo on our standard attack, XXX, is going to be 213 to 320. Ice Hammer... which was 200 to 300 when we first acquired it. Let's see if it's increased. In my opinion, it should. Sometimes it doesn't. 238. Come on. Gonna slaughter. That's like a one-hit kill on so many things. And as you saw there, 357 is the magical critical hit number. Just crazy. Spinning Fists is probably the least impressive of these. If it did the 2 damage, you know, it could be really nice, but it does not. It's very hard to work with. So, was that a 282 critical, I guess, right? 188 to 282. That sounds right. So yeah, that's what we had with Ice Knuckles back in the day. Spinning Fist, 188 to 282. So if you do Spinning Fist, you do Spinning Fist. But in my opinion, you're better off going with the combo you're used to from your base attack. And you're really well off doing the Ice Hammer to the tune of 238 to, as you saw there, 357. Amazing damage. That's like... We could probably kill all 3 Greebles with that, actually. One hit. Now, pay attention to Slam Bam. He changes here. If you prefer him in this color scheme, you do not want to go either on this path or you just want to avoid this upgrade, one or the other. Check it out, though. This is the things that you always hear me speak of and lecture to you about. Blizzard Battle Armor, 2400. We got almost 200 and change left now. Battle Armor makes Slam Bam more resistant to damage. This used to be plus 40. Let's see what we've got here. I don't like numbers. Yeah, me neither, buddy. Armor, he's sitting at 86 due to a plus 20. So we're just going to remember 66, 86. And let's pick this up.
I can reach and bring you the magical upgrades.
Get ready. Oh, yeah. Now he's looking good, isn't he? Alright, so before we get too far lost, 66 and 86. 126. Oh, yeah. We just got it. The plus 40. It's amazing. I mean, it looks really cool. If you haven't seen my custom painted Slam Bam I did, Quicksilver Slam Bam, check that out. I think you'll like it. But this is how I know and love Slam Bam. From SSA, fully decked out down the Blizzard Brawler path. And again, if you want to relive this, my advice for you, pick up, why can't I think of the name of it? Dadgum. The expansion, the adventure pack. Empire of Ice. There we go. Pick up Empire of Ice, cheap, get regular Slam Bam, then pick up Series 2 Slam Bam. Take Series 2, since he'll have the Wow Pow as well. Go ahead and take him down, Blizzard Brawler, and then take Glacier Yeti with Series 1, and you'll have both of them at your disposal. And then here you can always switch between these by way of Superchargers with Elite Slam Bam. So keep in mind, Elite Slam Bam only going to do this extra damage in Superchargers, but hey, you know, you can come in, switch his path around, then go backwards and play him, sort of a thing, you know. So but wow, plus 40 armor still intact, and it just looks so cool. Now the mace punch actually like seems right at home in my opinion. So okay, let's go ahead and talk about the soul gem too while we're here. Again, I already have it because again it just makes no sense for me to fully reset a character to spend more money. Likewise, Persephone. Yeti cooling factor. Slam Bam has increased coolness, which is basically his ski goggles, if you will, and can surf faster. And again, this all goes back to what I've been saying since his base upgrades. Back in the day, surfing was a big deal because only water element Skylanders could cross water. Flying element, or not flying, but you know, like flying Skylanders, Whirlwind, Spyro, Drobot, etc., you know, they could cross water. And then you had some characters with a special interaction with water, like Stump Smash. That's actually his soul gem. You know, you can just like float in the river and regain health. But while this does no damage to enemies in this state, I keep thinking of his Wow Pow with the sled and the damage it did. But while this does no damage, you do move around much quicker. The downside to Slam Bam, if there is one, he's not the quickest dude. You know, you can kind of tell here as you like time him going across the arena. This really helps him get A to B, or you know, just escape a tight situation he otherwise would have gotten a hit on or something. So let's go ahead and crank some Greebles out, and we're just going to primary these guys with our mace punch. Yeah, you get the idea. Now we'll try to avoid hitting one so we can register a combo. Goodbye. Now we will go for the spinning fist kill. Whoops, did the hammer, just out of habit. Now XXY is for spinning fists, and you get the idea. He's basically a dynamo, and if these guys could actually register damage, we would be super resilient to it because he has incredibly high armor ratings. So when you always hear me talk about, you know, the original SSA characters and how the original Adventure Pack characters are my favorites, and my nephew and I, our big thing for years was Terrafin versus Slam Bam. Me as Terrafin, him as Slam Bam. I am a big Slam Bam fan. I think you should see why now. But again, SSA water was a huge deal, and the surfing thing was like amazing. Whether you realize it or not, you'll just have to take my word for it. But if you're curious, go back and watch SSA, watch Giants, kind of see how games were back then. I actually encourage you to pick both of those up. They're probably my two favorites in the whole series. SSA by far my favorite Skylanders game, one of my favorite games of all time. But it was just, they did a lot of things differently, and I loved pretty much everything they did differently. So, that said, this is Elite Slam Bam. He is fully upgraded now down both Glacier Yeti and Blizzard Brawler, thanks to Skylander Tutor here in SuperChargers. We can switch freely between the two paths. You don't have to repurchase them. You can switch at will. So if you're on a budget, you can sort of experience Slam Bam retroactively. Come in here, set him up on Blizzard Brawler, go play the games, come back to SuperChargers, switch paths, go check out Glacier Yeti and SSA and Giants and kind of see, experience the nostalgia, kind of see where I'm coming from on this stuff. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I would appreciate you hitting the like button. It does help me out, particularly as a smaller non-partnered channel. You can follow me on Twitch and Twitter. WallofWiisdom.com is my personal website. More importantly, SkylanderClub.com. It's the forum I set up for people like yourself. Check it out. If you like what you see, sign up. We would love to have you join us. That said, thanks so much for watching myself and Slam Bam and the Yeti Cooling Factor. We'll catch you back here for another episode of Skylanders Research.